Do you often find yourself confused on where to go when playing tank? Do you wish you just had someone tell you all the answers so you didn't have to think? Hello and welcome to another Marvel Rivals full game breakdown by the coach. In this guide, we're going to be focusing solely on positioning as a Vanguard, as we explain our rationale for every jump, every movement, every dive, and decision. As my addiction to Marvel Rivals has slowly been turning me into a goblin in real life day by day, the coach is finally back on this channel, going back to his roots with another breakdown guide, this time for Season 3, to remind tanks the fundamentals of positioning and movement in a high-ranked environment. The same type of positioning that has gotten me to the top 99.9% of players yet again, and one win away from top 500. So without further ado, let's go. So we got ourselves a mid-celestial lobby here, which at the time of playing is about 99.75% of the player base, higher than. Always starting off with the cart stall play and immediately Cap going to the back line. So we just chase him. I mean, really, you don't need to overthink something like this. If Cap is diving your back line, you're going to be hitting him when he's diving him. So just hit him before he gets there and force him off. Every second you spend on Cap not hitting your backline, that means they are unlocked to do stuff. So it's too early on to really be contesting the card anyway. We want it to move out a little bit, so there's no reason why I shouldn't just be on Cap until we get to a spot like right here. Now, why is this a better spot to start contesting cart? Well, for a few reasons. There's a health pack here I can run to. There's a indoors here I can run to. We have a choke that our healers can hide behind and jump back, and it's easy to control, but with just one jump, we block off this choke. So this is a pretty decent spot for the cart to stop, but also, you know, we don't want it to let it get too far while we're on defense. So now we start contesting the cart and looking for Cap anytime he jumps backline, kind of slingshotting back and forth, playing around where our supports want to be. So just kind of tossing early shields just to farm some ult charge. I don't like saving my shield too long this early on in a game, especially if nothing's really going on. Just trying to stack my ult charge and looking for plays to get people off of high ground. You notice how I immediately transition that to jumping back to cart. Anytime I get any kind of minor lead, if I don't know exactly where to go and I'm healthy, I'll go to the cart. And I'll just cycle between that, just chipping away seconds. And over the course of a game, that'll transition into minutes, and Groot already has his ultimate. Now we go in. Notice we're not getting the kill, so we jump out, and Luna with the knife save there. I had a couple seconds on shield. Really good play by her, and we end up getting the first fight. There are Luna ult slates. Look what I do here. I body block her and use my shield to block heals on the mag and zone their other Luna off the fight. In hindsight, probably the right call was to just go and peel for my team, but I was going for an aggressive play and it didn't work out. The good news is we get another fight. Now, why didn't that play work? Well, our Luna ulted first to save me, and their Luna ulted second to counter, and even though we were up players on the fight, they got run down because the zoning I did wasn't enough for my team. So in that position, I probably should have been peeling, probably should have been stunning, just because I knew the ults were longer. But now we have a situation where the ults are even, and I get a kill under their support. So now look what I do. I go back, I try to stabilize the fight, I try to keep them off of my team and look for potentially another pick here, but just don't have enough time left in the ultimate. The Phoenix makes a nice interrupt on my jump. So now I resort to peeling because I know we have nothing. And notice what happened there, guys. I yet again body block the heals on the mag, this time with my own Magneto's bubble. I don't know if you caught that. Let me show you one more time here. So this time I focus more on peeling and being a standard frontline, and we get a pick onto the mag who died because that bubble was blocking heals, so I immediately bubbled for myself, go right back to point, give our healers time to stabilize, and what could I have done better here? Probably jump to stall because we had our mag on point, gives our healers an easy person to target, literally just jumping straight in the air, but for the most part that was a pretty good sequence, and they are forced to portal here, now with only a minute left. And as we just try to get our Bruce back, we're running back to spawn, they're running back, they're trying to tempo play with the ult, and we're going to pause right here. So this is a pretty pivotal point in the game. They had just used Loki clones. They don't have Portal. So we know if we win this fight, we pretty much are going to win this round, right? So this is all situational awareness. We know both of our supports are getting close to their ults again, and we know both of their supports are getting close to their ults again. So really, this is what I'd like to call a power play. A play where both teams have no easy out to survive, and it's really just going to come down to who uses their ults better. The problem is their Bucky has an ult, and our Magneto has an ult, so now we are in a bit of a situation here where their ult economy is looking a little bit better than ours. Just kidding. Magneto got a kill on the Bucky, and we're winning the fight. So I come back. Right? Think of it this way, guys. Anytime you think you are winning a fight, and you are low on health, as Hulk, the number one thing to remember as positioning is not to make the fight harder for your team. It's to reset and stabilize. And this is especially true on defense. In my mind, I'm thinking, I gotta make a play. I gotta make a play. But then Magneto makes the game-winning play. So this is a perfect example of not trying to force too much, realizing that we have the advantage now, and the initial idea to be aggressive is the right call, but we're playing far back, and Magneto has already made the play for us, right? So we just back up and use our shield as a reset. So now, essentially, if I can get the full health, we can all get the full health. We have our support ults coming up. We know for sure we're going to win this fight if we play properly. So watch what happens. It's just about paying attention to what's happening and quickly making decisions. And I'll tell you what, guys, more times than not, the right call is just to take the safe route. It's just to take the safe route, and like I said, especially on defense. Okay? So now we are up. They're still playing aggressively. We're looking for a bit of a power play here. I want to get active. They Loki ult first because they know this is essentially going to be the last fight. So now, here we go. The support ults are going to start throwing down here, and I'm gonna I don't do this here, but I'm gonna introduce like an alternative to what's going on right now. We know that both support ults are gonna ult, but we also remember that we just killed their Bucky, who is now running back. Now I could have looked and saw that they swapped the Psylocke here, and maybe gone for a pick on her, right? So just remember that. Sometimes you can go for a spawn camp play, but I like how this fight's going, so I just stick with my team and fight with them here because I have a pretty good feeling we're going to win this. So what am I trying to do here? Well, Venom dies, so now we're yet again up a player. We know their Loki's about to ult, and then our Loki's about to ult, so there it is. Strange lands an ult. I look for a pick on our team because in my mind, I feel like they're going to be fine. But Luna actually dies during ult. No one's able to save her. Yeah, I probably could have bubbled. I probably could have interrupted the Strange ult, but I figured we were already up one, so I thought the right play was going to be to stall here. And then this was a mistake by me because I didn't see that our Luna had died. This is my first major mistake of the game. I don't think not peeling there was terrible, although I probably needed to do a better job of frontlining and keeping Strange off our team. I just assumed that we had killed the Venom, so our path to victory is pretty obvious here. I don't think it's like anyone's fault in particular. I mean, we could look and see what Luna could have done to stay alive. We could have looked and see what I could have done to stay alive. But right, because our Luna got picked, now we don't have that second support ult. So me dying on cart isn't the worst thing ever, but I probably could have done a little bit of better job there because while I tracked the amount of people alive, I didn't track cooldowns very well. Mainly the Strange ult. So if we look at it from his point of view here, right? So I jumped past him there. You see that? You see how I jumped past him? I get him to walk back. You see how I'm kind of just jumping a little too far up here? Because I'm trying to make a play to win the game, because in my mind, we're up, and I know this is last fight. So he kind of just sees this as an invitation, right? And a lot of times, you can do this as Hulk and bait, right? You can bait him to go for like a desperation play and then counter it, because he thinks he thinks I'm off doing something else. But, yeah, just a bit of an unfortunate situation. Luna tries to line it. She lines her own healer. No one really gets the peel. Like I said, it's no one's fault in particular. It's just something where it's an example where it's better to play safe in a lot of situations than be overly aggressive, because this is their chance to make a play because we're up. Again, remember, it's because we're up. So because we're winning, positioning defensively is actually better than offensive because it gives them no window to get back into the game, right? So that's the key takeaway here, right? That's the key takeaway. So you could say, okay, maybe I could have been aggressive, maybe I could have capitalized on a play there, but at the end of the day, you can't assume that everybody on your team is going to play perfectly, right? So now at this point, we're just kind of desperation stalling for our Luna, who literally just got back. Just slight misplays, slight miscommunications, and it's enough for them to ultimately cap the point. Again, I don't think this is a situation where anyone in particular played bad on our team. I think Luna just barely missed the strange alt dodge. Just little, you see how it's just minor communication, minor things. And this is a result of NetEase removing stacking, removing Trio Q and Celestial, removing Quad Q and GM. The games are, there's more small groups, more solo groups, so it's really, right now the meta and the way you want to play tank is playing a more controlled, safe style and easing your team into fights and making sure when you get leads like the ones we got happen, we keep them and stabilize. So now they know we have no support ults. There's not much we can do. You want to go think, okay, well, how do you avoid a situation like this? It's really just, again, it comes down to coordination. Ideally, I would have been on like a side flank angle. I would have been somewhere where they can't just immediately access our backline. But realistically, that's a pretty tough play to stop unless we are all together right from the start and are walking as a unit. They kind of just run us over. But the good news is, now we are at our support ults again. They have nothing. So this is a prime opportunity and also a really good place for us to fight here. Now, a lot of people would get discouraged and think that, okay, teams throwing, teams selling, they just shit on us. Don't ever get tilted. Don't ever let tilting bother you, because this is a fight. This area right here is better for us because our spawn's right here, and there is all the way over here. And oh, by the way, there's strange portals on cooldown. So all we have to do is effectively win one fight with support alt advantage, with DPS alt advantage, and then just hold them off at the choke up here. So watch what happens. Watch what happens. Never get discouraged. I mean, the enemy team is going to make plays. At the end of the day, ultimates in this game are really overpowered, and you can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to be so aggressive. They're trying to stagger us, really, is what they're doing. So I go for what is needed right now, which is a cart stall play. And I play this one a bit better than the last time. Using the wall as cancels, knowing that my team has ults, waiting for the stabilize to happen, and we get exactly what we want. We don't have to use our support ults. Our DPS, in turn, use their ult. I don't have to do much, right? I just stall for cart, because that is my job there, and look for combos off of the plays our DPS are making. Turns out, don't really have to do much, and I do exactly what I said here. We know they don't have portal. It's situational awareness. Now, why am I standing up on these high points, right? These high grounds? Well, it's because jumping from here gives me instant access to my backline and instant access to their front line. You always want to be in sort of like a triangle between your teams. I see our mag has height, and I kind of play off to the side because I've noticed that this game, our mag and my mag and I have been on the same page most of this game. We've been on the same page most of this game. This guy has pretty good game sense. This guy is playing mag the way you should be playing him. So I now realize I'm a bit unlocked here. I decide to broaden my playstyle. I decide to start being a bit more creative because I know that this mag is playing anchor tank the right way. And every time I've been on point stalling, he's been on point. So now this is when the MVP performance really starts kicking in. I adapt. Also, this is a better part of the map for Hulk. So I play less of this straight front line, and I kind of unlock my playstyle a bit. Watch how this changes here now. Watch how I make slight incremental adjustments based off of how the game's going to win us the game here. I know they have to push up. I know they have to be aggressive. So I'm stopping the angles. I'm stopping the flanks. Now, we know Phoenix is above, but I have a small window here while the lamps are down where I can just get free damage on their tank. They pop ult early. So it's real easy here. When they pop ult, don't overthink it. Just back up, respect the play. I was planning on jumping on that Phoenix on high ground as soon as lanterns went away, but now I have to adapt again. Never get locked into a singular way of thinking. Always play, always react to what's going on. So they pop Loon ult. The number one thing you want to do anytime a support ult's going down when you don't have one down is peel for your team. So I go back, bubble everybody. We pop our ult a bit too early here. This is a bit of a misplay by our Luna, but it's not a big deal. We still have advantage in this fight. Better safe than sorry. And again, it just goes... I think the quality of games has gone down a bit because of stacking, but it's okay. Always going for the safer option and trying to turn it, because you have to, at the end of the day, trust your teammates to play around you. And the best way they're going to be able to do that is by you playing around them. Okay, so here we go. We ult first. Again, it's just a bit of miscommunication. I don't have my bubble for the mag ult because I didn't think Luna should have ulted there. So I popped my ult just to... give us a little bit of time, a little bit of extra breathing room before we have to do the ults. But she pops it as my shield's going down. Just a bit unlucky. And then, yeah, we just win the fight. And what did I do here specifically to win us this game? Well, I kind of just kept the status quo. This is an example of a game where... And you're going to have a lot of games like this, where you don't really have to carry the game. You just got to pick your moments, like I do here. Make the plays when you need to, and just trust that your teammates are going to do their job when you do your job, right? And we just run them over. It really is that easy. I know a lot of times maybe in the games I post, well, not me, I'm Coach's alter ego, but the games Captain Coach posts, a lot of them are him making like side flanks and plays, and really... You're going to win a lot of games. You'll probably win about 50% of your games playing this playstyle right here. So on offense, though, it's a little different. Again, this is more of a dumbed down version of the way I've played in the past. This is essentially frontlining Hulk. This is frontline. This is how you play frontline. And again, it's just how the progression of the ranked games I've noticed have been going. Is just, they're a little less coordinated because stacking is not as prevalent, and you want a more consistent style, right, to consistently find ways to play every game to make it easier on your team, like I said. So now on offense, we can be a little bit more aggressive. Our jumps outward now are looking for plays on their team. But yeah, anytime someone dives this far into your team to stall, just take the free ult charge. You just hit them because you're going to be right in front of your healers. The key is to not let people like the Phoenix get the free hits in. Venom is obviously going to go in first, and then they have to move into position to harass. So what you're going to want to do is initially peel, and then do what I'm doing right now. It's contesting the side angles, side flanks, really just keeping them off of height. You notice how I don't hard commit to this. I'm still playing close to my team, giving them ult charge, giving them heals, looking for windows, constantly challenging high grounds, and just trying to push this front line up slowly but surely. And do you notice? I'm gonna leave a comment in chat here how that fight just ended. I want you guys to notice something. Let's see if anybody can get it. Why did we win those fights? It's something specific to Hulk that has helped out our healers. Wait, was that did I just miss somebody running by me there? Was that an enemy player that I just let walk right by me, or am I tripping here? Okay, I actually just did not see this. That's really funny. Well, you know, coaches, I'm like 60. I can't see shit with these glasses on, and my vision is bad enough without them. So, yeah, I kind of just let somebody walk by. We're just going to forget that happened. But, hopefully you guys have put your answers in chat now, left a comment. If not, pause the video and think about it. But why do we win those fights? We won those fights because I took so much damage without dying that our supports got their ult first. Oh, by the way, because I've just been kind of hitting their tanks, I'm at my ult already. And that's the goal, right? That's the goal as Hulk. You want to get to your ults as your supports are ulting, so you can pop your ult during it. So now their Loki, who had already ulted, just desperation ults the stall point, and we get a full stagger, making the plays that need to be played. And again, guys, I'm not doing anything fancy here. I'm not doing anything fancy. This is just a consistent playstyle. You just need to be looking around and playing around your teammates. Peel. Just peel. So here we go again. I peel. I prop my ult to immune the Venom ult so he doesn't get the bonus damage. Mag makes a nice bubble. And I don't have to do anything too crazy here. Don't overthink it. So, get a nice grab on the Psylocke here. Anytime you're against a Psylocke, a Hela, or Namor, and they are in your backline, just go for the consistent play. Again, nothing flashy, keep it simple. We know where our team is better. We know we are going to get the free win. Take the free win. Take the free win. Guys, you're going to win a lot of games just because your teammates are better. Start off every game playing a style just like this. Every game. You start off playing exactly this way. Play off your healers, ease your team into fights, and then, you know, this is where you make your money. Right here. Is the staggers, is the confusion. Be a rock for your team, and then branch out. Then look for those picks, those plays. And that's where you're going to differentiate yourself from other Hulks, right? Is in the transition plays, in the stagger plays, in the picks. So now, yet again, same thing I said last game. The map has opened up. They're staggered. I smell blood in the water. I'm like a shark. I'm like an animal. I'm like a lion I'm just dripping blood, and I want more. Okay, you see it. It's a branch. It's unlocking, right? It's starting off with a style that is initially easy to play, and every game is going to work, and then once you see it start to work, you open the floodgates, and this is again what we do. So now I'm unlocked. Now I'm unlocked, right? I'm again always positioned on a side angle. Don't let them have any easy way into the fight. And they're staggered right now. We're looking for trades. We're looking for plays. But at the end of the day, they have to walk up, or else they only get one more chance at stopping us. So I don't have to go in. I could have gotten a kill there if I landed a nice clap. But look at this, guys. Look at this. Because we won this fight so hard and we were so consistent, and then I make the plays who needed to be in transition, we're already at last fight. We're already at last fight. And what have I done this game? I made a couple nice stagger plays, but really just played around my team. It's real simple. And people are going to say, like, well, my team sucks. My team, they never do anything. It's like, yeah. Well, if your team sucks, then you look for the carry plays. Then you look for the, okay, this might not work, but I got to go for it type plays. But you always start with this style. That's the key to remember. And the positioning is real simple. You peel for your team when they're in trouble, and you keep their tanks in front of you. Okay, so now here we go. Last fight. We already know they're low. We already know they're a little staggered, and now again we ult second. We ult second because we're winning the neutral game so well and peeling, and I'm just missing a ton of punches. I don't know what I'm doing here. So this is, again, I have my ult. This is where I smell blood in the water. I wait and see what Loki does. There's a lot of times where I like to actually just like wait and see what someone does. Because they may actually juke themselves. He doesn't do it there. It's end of the game. I'm looking for someone to ult on, obviously. And I don't even need to. Right? I don't even need to. So there's the play. They're fully staggered. Now, I could look for a potential dive play, but I saw lamps go down. So in my opinion, yet again, we're just ulting second. Here we go. Here's the play to end the game. Just doing as much damage as I can. Don't really need to do anything crazy here yet again. And this would be a game where I would say, from a mechanical standpoint, did nothing special. You could argue that my team was better, but... Right? Don't overcomplicate things, guys. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Go for the shield on Strange ult. It's all about peeling. They're desperate. They're looking for any way back into this game. And, they get it. They get it. So, only landing one kill during my ult, unfortunately, is not going to be enough. And, yeah. So what went wrong this fight? Now, I want to pause here because I think this is like a really important learning experience. So we just barely lost that fight, and I did have windows of opportunity where I probably could have carried the fight. Did I peel that fight? Yes, I did. But was I aggressive enough? Was I an impact to the point where I won my team the fight? The answer is no. I had opportunities where I could have dived. I have opportunities where I could have been more aggressive with my ult to make plays. But I decide to play it slow and go for a peel style instead of ending the game. Now, why would being more aggressive here be a better idea than in any other point in the game? Well, it's because it's last fight. And again, this is a side that's advantageous to them. This is something that's really hard for, I think, a lot of people to understand when it comes to positioning, is we need to outplay them. Let's say if every fight is a percentage, I do 100% of my damage and 100% of my healing, and they do 100% of their damage and 100% of their healing. If we both have the same amount of output and more or less the same ult usage, and we fight at their spawn here, again, now we're like inverse, we're in the situation where we're on offense, you're going to need to be at 110% or 120%. You're going to have more output than you have most fights because, again, this one's advantageous. So what does that mean? Turning up the knobs. Did I turn up the knobs there? Well, I certainly played okay there. I think I played well, but I didn't carry there, right? I didn't carry that fight, and we needed a carry at that point. So again, it's about branching out and knowing your limit. What do I say when you're ahead? Don't overcomplicate things. Don't over-confuse things. We know there's a power play right now. Ease our team into the fight. We have a small window here to get the fight. And now we just... Oh, actually, I guess I don't really need to turn up the knobs here. Our team kind of just carries. But that would be what you do there. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I actually didn't remember this happening. Phoenix does kind of just run over their team. But... All right, sorry, that was a bit... I honestly, I forgot how this game ended. I thought I popped off here. I guess I didn't. But that would be a situation where it's like, okay, we just needed a little bit more. That would be what's going through your head there, right? Is we just need a little bit more of a push, so make the play to win the game, but the Phoenix kind of just carries. Hopefully, though, that gives you the mindset, guys. Hopefully, that gives you the mindset of how you need to be playing. It starts off as, you know, you're with your team, and then it's like a solar flare. You go out, whip them, come back in. If you hit something great, like you think of yourself as like the gamma radiation, like it's just like it's like a snapping turtle, just coming out, coming in, coming out, coming in, and then eventually find those opportunities when you're tracking their cooldowns that you go out and then your head detaches and you just kill their whole team, right? But I wanted to show this game in particular because I thought I didn't really have to do much this game. I really didn't. I didn't do anything crazy. Most of my videos, I show you like montages of like crazy clips and plays that I just hard carry the games. But I think I need to remind people that this is how you want to be playing. You want to play a frontline style where you kind of just branch out, okay? So hopefully this helps you guys. Hopefully this helps you guys. Sorry about the ending. I know it was kind of lame, but I really wanted this one in particular to show people how you need to be positioning and the slight mistakes you can make, the pitfalls that you can run into. So we haven't done a coach guide in a while. Hopefully you guys miss me with these coach breakdowns. Leave a comment, leave a like. Let me know if you want to see more coach breakdowns like this, because I think there's a lot more things I could talk about and a lot of different play styles now that I've been integrating into my gameplay. But it all starts with the front line. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.